Okay, so I'm back again, and I'm making this video that was led by our spirit team. When I say our spirit team, I'm speaking of my husband and I's spirit team. Um, Basically, this video is called Interracial Marriage. Now, the title is called Interracial Marriage: Sleeping with the Enemy. Now, I have notes from information that I was given on the subject, and I also have a channeled message regarding what happens when it comes to interracial marriages and the product of those marriages or relationships or flings or whatever, which are these mixed children. So the first thing I'm going to do is I didn't go back and look at these notes or downloads or whatever they told me to do, so I'm just going to read it. And as I go along, if there's anything that I need to say or add or anything that spirit team allows me or tells me to do, I will do so. So the very first thing that I got was it's unnatural. Okay, so what the team told me is that when you excuse me, but I'm getting attacked. When the spirit team told me is that it's unnatural to mix with our bloodline, anything other than our bloodline. Like, again, I've said this, we're not called black people, we're not called African American. That's basically like calling us the N-word. It's very derogatory. We're originally called golden. You know, we're the golden people, we're the golden race. So it's unnatural for, and I'm going to be loud just in case you can't hear me over the baby, or you can put her on that side. So, do you want to put her on that side? Okay. Or her stomach. She likes to sleep. She goes better on her stomach. So, basically, it's unnatural. So, anybody mixing with the golden race, I don't care if you're white, Asian, Hispanic, whatever. Anything that's not golden and golden together, which the term you guys know is black, and I'll say that so you're not confused. If you're mixing anything but the two black races together, it's considered as unnatural. So what the channel message is to give you guys is that when you mix a child together, like I said, a black child and a black and white together, black and Hispanic together, black and Asian, black and Hawaiian, whatever, it's unnatural because source team says that it's mixing of spirits. So what they're saying is the golden race, we all have our own spirit, the way things function, the way things have been, you know, from the beginning of time. And then when you start mixing with these other spirits that are not of our spirits, it causes an unbalance. So not only is it an unbalance within that child that you created or within you and that person that you're mating with, I'm being told right now, this is not in my notes, I'm being told that it's an unbalance within Mother Nature. It's an unbalance within nature. It's an unbalance within the universe when you start having these mixed children. It's worse when you have the mixed children, but just in general, even having interracial marriages and even being together in the first place throws off the balance. But it's even worse when you create a being from this. So they said that it's an unbalance, and they also said it brings chaos. And they said the chaos that it brings is from the enemy, and they said that's from that unnatural spirit. So just so y'all understand what I'm saying, the only natural spirits, the only natural is black people, which is what you would call golden. We are the natural spirits, the golden race. So what they're trying to say is you're mixing with these unnatural spirits, these other spirits that are not the original spirits, and they're saying that that causes chaos, and anything that causes all that chaos and dysfunction and those problems, that's from the enemy. Okay, so it says that it will always fight the natural spirit, which is the golden race. So what they're trying to say is the golden race, which is the original, which is the natural, whatever other race you're mixed with, it will always fight against the original, which is the golden. So if you're white and black, your white side, that low vibrational side, will always be going against the golden side. So as you're trying to connect higher with yourself and do things, you're gonna have that side fighting against the natural side. So you always will have the unnatural side fighting against the natural side. So if you're Hispanic, your unnatural nature and you know the things being said in your ego is going to fight against the golden race, which is us, the original race. That's what the channel message is saying. So that unnatural spirit, which is any other race, will always be in battle with the golden race, which is the original race. So that means black mixed with anything, you're going to always have this battle within yourself, because basically the way I'm getting it, the simplest way to explain it is them other races is hating. So they're hating on the golden race. So it's like you're sharing this body with enemies lying within it, because the unnatural race is an enemy to the golden race, and the unnatural race don't like the golden race. So it's like you're this vessel walking with this fight, this battle within you, just from having them two different the mixing of spirits alone. And that's the best way I can explain that. So they're saying that when you're mixed with something, like if you're black mixed with something else, I know a lot of people have this question, so I'm very grateful to have received this channel, because I've had this question for years, because not just because my husband is mixed, but I was curious, because I understand that the golden race, how powerful it is and how we're the original beings. So I always wondered, like, okay, if they still got black, they got to have something to them. So basically they said when you're one of these mixed people, it says it's harder to raise your vibration. It's harder for you to ascend. Okay? So they're not saying that you can't, but let's just say me, somebody who is, you know, predominantly, mostly like completely melanin, the work that I have to do would not be as extreme as what a mixed kid would have to do, because they have to work 2, 3, 4 times even harder than myself, because they're battling against this unnatural spirit that's within themselves. And they have to, basically it says that you'll be fighting against self, and it says you'll be fighting against yourself, and the fight will be indefinite. So they're saying that as a mixed person, you're gonna be fighting against those spirits gonna be fighting against you forever, like your entire life. There's not gonna be a time where it's just like that. And that's another thing too. I bring this up because this is something that I know personally when it comes to my husband. Like, it will always have to be like they're saying, you can never let up. Don't ever think there's no rest season. Don't ever feel like, oh, I'm good now. When you're a mixed kid, there's never a such thing as good, because like the spirit is saying this message, the fight against self will be indefinitely. So that means that every time you feel like, okay, I've arrived, I'm in my place, then that hating ass other unnatural spirit is going to come and try to tear everything that the golden spirit has built. So you, by them defecting these children and putting them, mix these kids up, they have an even harder battle obstacle their entire life from birth to death. They can never let up. They don't have no vacation time, because then that hating ass unnatural spirit is going to try to break them down. They said golden, aka, you know, the black race, it says the other races do not love you. Okay, they said the other races do not love you. They see you as a marketing tool, and you'll always be a nigger, an N-word to them. Okay, so what they're saying is they don't love you. They're saying they don't care how many, if you get a white wife for 20 years, if you got a Mexican wife for 30 years. And I make sure I say these things because a lot of people that's getting on these channels, and now that they know that the golden race, that we're original, now that we woke up, we remember who we are. I see a lot of Hispanics in the comments commenting and being like, oh yeah, no, you're not a part of us. Let's just stop playing. Puerto Rican, let's break them down, because y'all be thinking we just talk about the Mexicans. Puerto Rican, Dominican, Asian, Hawaiian, Samoan, if y'all any of that, y'all not a part of us. The only way that you have some kind of part of this is if you are, like I said, one of these mixed kids, which you would be called Afro-Hawaiian, Afro-Panamanian, Afro-Puerto Rican, Afro-Dominican. And I'm not talking about that 2% rule shit. No, I'm talking about if you got a Hawaiian mama and a black daddy, or black daddy and a Hawaiian, you know, vice versa, or a Puerto Rican mom and a black daddy. Something that's giving you, think about it, y'all already mixed, okay? So if it's already hard as hell for y'all to vibrate high in the first place because y'all mixed, what make y'all think this fucking one drop rule, y'all have a chance to think that y'all the melanated race, or that y'all have some kind of power? If y'all have problems even ascending, being 50-50. So for you to be like, oh, my great grandma was black, or I looked on the internet and back in the 40s and 30s we used to be black Asians, all that crap, if you have problems making it with one parent, half and half, one parent white, one parent black, what makes you think that y'all would be able to have some type of high vibration or some type of royalty if you come on there talking about my great-great-grandma had a little black in her? And the kids that's mixed half and half, they already fighting to whether they're going to be trapped on this plane in low vibration or whether they're going to make it. And that's 50. So all that nonsense in the comments, oh, my baby daddy black and I'm Puerto Rican, that ain't got shit to do with us. Or, I'm Mexican and they ain't got nothing to do with us. Like I said, all you doing is corrupted. All you did was make a corrupt child. That's pretty much what you done. And that's just being real. It says their time is up and they want to use your energy as a shield, as protection. They are energy vampires and vampires alike that are draining you, simply living off of your life source. And so we're clear when they say they. I just seen an image of, I don't like to say names in case the video get messed up, but they just showed me a celebrity. She's very trending. And that's to not say her name, her full name, so I don't get in trouble. They call her Kim. You know what I'm saying? Last name might have been with a K. So they gave me an example of her. And what they're trying to say is these interracial marriages, these white girls, black guys, white girls. He's saying, team is saying they do not love y'all ass, period. Again, their time is up. They want to use your energy as a shield and a protection. Melanated people, you don't understand the type of energy and the shield and the protection that's coming off of you. You can't see it unless you go into the spiritual world throughout your meditation or whatever you do to connect spiritually. You have a shield of protection, especially if you're somebody who's, doing the right thing and trying to go higher, trying to vibrate, trying to connect. You have protection because we're the original people. We're nature. We come of earth. So you have something that's shielding and protecting you. So when y'all wondering, why are these white girls flocking to these black men? Or why these Spanish girls flocking to these black men? Blah, 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 or vice versa. Because they're trying to use you as a shield of protection, because what's coming from our people, our ancestors, our team, they ass about to get fucking destroyed. So for as long as they can, they want to use you as energy, as protection, as a shield, as a life source. Vampires, energy vampires, look up energy vampires, sucking the hell out of you. So basically they're living off your source. It's nothing to do with love, and that's why a lot of times they divorce your ass and take them kids, because then they start living off that source. Because don't forget that they have 50% in them. They have both spirits mixed together in them. So they start living off that source. So all basically they're doing is just using your ass and living off your life force. Basically, bottom line. Some know about it, most know about it, and then the other ones, their spirit knows. So for all of you to be like, oh, she don't know, she love me. No, she don't fucking love you. He don't fucking love you. Their spirits, their physical may not remember and understand that you need the golden race, you need our energy, you need our source, you need our power, because the way this world is about to change, how y'all talk about revelations and things about to go back, they need us to survive. So even though in the physical you may see a girl and be like, oh, she would never treat me like that, she loved me. Her fucking spirit knows. His spirit knows. So don't think, oh, me and Megan been together since high school, she loved me. Megan's fucking spirit knows that time is up and that she got to cling to a black nigga. That's what Megan's spirit is telling her. Get you a black man. Get you a black baby. Get you a black man. Oh, but she been down with us since day one. Her spirit knows that the time is running out and that they about to be no more. All these other races are about to bow down and it's over. So that's why they're clinging to black men, having these mixed children, even these white men clinging to black women. And no, Hispanic women, you are not black. I don't care what your great grandma did 3 generations back, just like y'all do us. Every time a black person say we got Indian in us, what y'all tell us? Oh, where the papers at? Oh, show us y'all great grandma. What's y'all last name? What's y'all tribe? What's y'all last name? What's y'all tribe? And like I said, it doesn't fucking matter. Because if you got somebody 3 generations black, you don't have enough in you to even lift a damn thing. You could barely lift a coin with the 50%. So what you gonna lift with less? They also said the mission is to have mixed babies, then take custody or keep you out. The mother is the child's first teacher. So if you have a white or Hispanic mom, white or Hispanic, Asian, etc., weak mindset. Okay? White, Hispanic, Asian, etc. dad with black mom will be seen as a weak, pushover, outcast, no respect, or genuine love as the child grows, especially male. Okay? Strong black mom. So what they're telling me to say is, if a black mom marries an Asian man, okay, they're going to see his ass as a weakling. I'm talking about as these kids grow, as these black children start to grow, because black is the dominant race, especially, you know, coming from a black mother. And I say that because it's already dominant. It's dominant regardless, you know, whether you're 50 Cent or not. But you having a black mother, that black mother teaching you, guiding you, she's putting even more strength and power into you, because she's your teacher, she's your guide. I'm talking about versus you having that white mama or Mexican mama or some shit who can't teach you shit about our culture. So basically what I'm saying is, you have an Asian dad or a white dad or, you know, Hispanic dad, and you got this strong ass black mama who's getting shit together, especially if they have sons. They're not gonna respect this man. I don't care if they say, oh, I respect my dad, this and that. On a soul level, on a spiritual level, you're gonna always see him as a weak ass man, as a pushover, you know, having this strong black woman, because he's never gonna be able to get shit done like her. He's never gonna be able to go to the places that she can go and accomplish and establish the things that she can. Okay, so and again, if you have a Asian, white, Hispanic mother, they cannot raise no fucking black child. I don't care what they say. As y'all will see in this video, a white woman cannot raise no black child. A white woman don't have to struggle to raise a black child. A white woman don't have the intel to raise a black child. And I say black because y'all know in society, when a child is mixed, any little color, any little hair course to every other race, your ass is considered as black or N-word. And you already know that. So a white woman cannot, white, Hawaiian, Asian, Mexican, Hispanic, whatever, cannot relate to that black child. So you can't raise no black child, especially not no damn black male like that, because you definitely don't know what the hell he going through. Okay, it says white, Asian, Hispanic, Hawaiian, etc. woman can never raise a black woman. Huh? And I just gotta look. It's already written. And like it says, I don't care how many for all these women out here who think that y'all can raise a black woman. I don't care how many black I don't care how many black penises you sucked or that you rolled, slept with. You will never know our struggle. And that was very important. They told me make sure I say that, because they say the main thing y'all say in the comments, oh, I got a black baby daddy, oh, I got black kids. Who gives a damn? So what? We just figure, okay, so what? You know how to suck a black penis. Big deal. That has nothing to do with ever understanding our struggle. You'll never beat us. It doesn't matter how many black men you slept with, how much butt surgeries you get, how much lip surgeries you get. You will never be in the culture. You'll never understand the struggle. Bottom line. Okay? So no book can teach you our DNA. That comes next. There's no book that's out there that's going to be like, okay, if I read this book, I'll be blacker. If I get some microbays, I'm going to be blacker. If I try to get some locks, I'm going to understand. If I try to get my booty big, like, no. There's no book that can ever teach you our teach you our DNA. So I don't care. You may get the walk down pack. You may even get the talk down pack. You may stick around enough black girls where your cooking may be a little decent. You know what I'm saying? You may be dead invested to try to be fucking black. But at the end of the day, no book out there cannot give you our motherfucking DNA. I don't care if you cook better than all the black girls on your block. I don't care if you think you dance better than them. I don't care if you think you do whatever sexually, all the nasty shit, whatever crap you claim you do. I don't care if you think you do it better than every black girl put together, which that would never happen, but I'm just giving an example. Even if you thought you did, your ass ain't getting that DNA. I don't care how much you sleeping with this black guy. You may think this black guy, oh, we produced a kid. All you did is produce a corrupt child that's going to be battling for the rest of their fucking life. But it ain't got shit to do with you. You still ain't got our DNA, regardless. You may have some of his energy that's keeping you around and surviving, but you're not going to have our fucking DNA. So like I said, I don't care how good she does hair or how black she sounds. She'll never be the one true race, which is the golden race. Okay, and the next thing that came in my spirit that I got was, it says only a sellout. Okay, the topic is only a sellout. It says only a sellout will be with their enemy willingly. Okay, so an example they gave me was about like I kept seeing like that famous tennis player. You know, they told me to add that in, having that white husband or whatever, as well as other celebrities. Okay, they said puppets follow media slaves and turn into these same slaves copying their ignorance. Hold on, baby. Okay, sorry. So basically, okay, so what they're trying to say is, babe, can you get her so I can... Because she's kind of asleep. She just needs a little patting. So what it's saying is that basically they're saying they use a celebrity as a puppet. Then they start promoting these interracial marriages and situations. And what they're saying is, since a lot of people, majority of the world, they're puppets and their followers too, they see these celebrities, oh, she got a white husband, I want a white husband. Or, oh, he got a white wife, I want a white wife. So basically they're saying that they push the program because of their ignorance. The celebrities, most of the celebrities themselves is already slaves. And they're being coerced to doing these things. And then everybody else, they're fans, they're groupies, they're copiers and followers. So now you're seeing them, and then now you're like, oh yeah, I should try this too. It's all over the magazines, it's all over the TV. So basically y'all are becoming those sellouts that they have created because y'all following them. Population control. Your enemies are going in stink, and they need you. They need our melanin to survive the shift, but they will not. They're not going to survive the shift because, like I said, they're depending on these half babies to give them some kind of energy source, and they depend on these black males. But what y'all didn't know, people that's not black, is that shit don't matter. Y'all still not gonna make the shift because, hold on, first of all, that man you're clinging to, his ass is low vibrational because if he was high vibrational, this black golden man, he wouldn't be with your ass because he would be meditating, he would be deep into self, and he will understand that he ain't supposed to be with you at all. So the fact that he's low vibrational, his vibrations ain't high enough to even bring you past no damn shift. So your ass is gonna deteriorate like everybody else. And then this mixed kid, like I said, it's already having this battle, and then this mixed kid got low vibration because, again, this man is not raising this child's vibration to be who they're supposed to be because they're trying to have loyalty to you. They don't want to hurt your feelings, white woman, Hispanic woman, Hawaiian woman, and tell their child that person is unnatural. That person is the unnatural race. That person is not a natural spirit. We're natural. We're golden. We're the ones. They don't want to do that because they're like, oh, I don't want to talk about their mama, or if it's vice versa, I don't want to talk about their daddy. So you're still keeping that child weakened because you're not telling them the truth. Anything you're not telling the truth, that's how you weaken an individual. That's how you weaken a soul. Okay? So you're weakening their spirit. And I'm saying this to say, all these women that are banking on, oh, I'm going to have this energy from this black man. Oh, I'm going to have this energy from this kid. No, you're not, because their energy is just as fucking low as yours at that point. Because if they're not using it, they're losing it. They're not trying to vibrate higher. They're not trying to go higher. They're happy being stuck in this, living this lie with you. So you're not even going to get any high vibrational energy from them because their vibration is not going to be high at all. Okay? So you're not going to survive the shift. So if you feel like, oh, we're going in stink, let's try to make these mixed babies, it's not going to benefit you or those babies. Just so you know. Okay, so their hopes is for the mixed kid or adopted kid to love them enough to sacrifice and do their dirty work to betray their own people. So basically, they want these children, when these children come out, these mixed kids, they want these children to have loyalty to them, to their race. Like I said, if the mother is white, black, Hispanic, Hawaiian, Asian, whatever, they want these black children, black mixed children, to have loyalty to their race. And as the time continues to go, as the shift continues to happen, as the vibration continues to rise on the planet, they are looking for them, because of their vibration, these mixed kids, because even though they're mixed, they're still going to vibrate higher than their white family and Hispanic family, whatever the case is. It's a lower vibration than the golden race. Ours is pure, but they still are higher than those unnatural races, the other counterparts. So basically, they're banking on using them to do their bidding. We got a channel before, we know about Hispanic family, Hispanic mixed family, where the Hispanic mother is using the mixed son, which is black and Hispanic, to do her bidding, doing her little spells and works, because if she does it, it's going to be weak as hell because she is so low vibrational, because she's an unnatural race. But since he has some of that melanin in him, she uses him to do her dirty work because his vibration is higher than hers, which means it's more effective and more likely to work through him than it would ever have worked through her. So that's what they're doing. Their hopes is for the mixed kid or adopted kid to love them enough to sacrifice and do their dirty work to betray their own people, because that's why you're seeing them go to these other countries, these other races, adopting these black kids, from Africa and places like that, because even them having their loyalty and them having that full vibration, they can manipulate them, use them, control them to do their work and what they want them to do, and then it benefits them because whatever spell work or whatever they're doing, they get the benefits for manipulating this child and making this child do the dirty work. So, never trust your enemy. Where do these people come from? The entire world started as dark. Where did these white and light races come from? And I got invasion of the enemy, wake up. So if nothing else, go on Google. Google every race. Every race started off so-called dark, okay? Not even no light skin. I'm talking about dark, my color and darker. Every race. So if you want to deny these messages, you take your time and you look up where the hell did these light people come from. So I don't want to hear that Hispanic, oh, we got our own culture. Where the hell y'all come from? And who is y'all daddy? If y'all went on Maury right now with my dad and with let's just say Maury. If a Hispanic woman right now came in there with Maury as her daddy or my daddy as her daddy, your ass Maury would be your father, not my black father. So let's stop playing. And when it comes down to that shit, who do you blend in more with? If they say line up all the black people right now, we finna get the black people right now. Would they put your ass, Hispanic woman, in the line with our black asses? Or would you go over there in the line with the Hawaiian women, the Asian women, the Mexican women, and the white women? Y'all always want to say, oh, Puerto Rican and Mexican so different. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life, because you can't even tell a Mexican from Puerto Rican apart. You just think you've all got it all figured out, and you go up to them and they say, nah, bitch, I'm Mexican. Or nah, I'm Puerto Rican. So right now, if it came down to killing us, would they line you up in a line with a Mexican?
Most of them, they don't know the difference either.
They don't know the difference either, right? Because when you ask their ass, which one is that? They say, I don't know. So my thing is, if you make a line right now, put all the Mexicans together, would they put your ass in my black line, or they'll put them in a Puerto Rican line? They can put the Mexicans with the Puerto Ricans, and they'll put our ass with the Africans. And we just went on looks alone. So don't try to be down now that the vibration has risen, and we got the information, and we know we're the golden race, and we know that we're original, and y'all ass finna get tore up. All our enemies that lied and orchestrated this shit, now don't try to act like y'all down with us. Okay? Invasion of the enemy. Where'd y'all come from? If you lay down with fleas, you get bit. Sooner or later, typically sooner, your enemy will show you who they are. After the kid or marriage, whatever these soul ties. Now they got the soul ties. So now they have that link to get that vibration from you, from your energy. So once they done tied their motherfucking soul, that's why you see a lot of these celebrities, they lead these black men and shit. A lot of them Kim people on them, because they got the soul tie. And the soul tie is enough to transmit their energy. That's why people call them, like STDs, they call it sexually transmitted demons. I'm talking about soul ties. Once you tie that soul together, you got that vibration, they can tap into basically, like I said, that vampire energy shit, pulling that energy from you. So all they need is that soul tie. Make you love them, make you like them, make you be interested with them, have sex with them. And then once they tie that together, they can throw your ass away. Like that girl I'm talking about, that Kim person, she got soul ties with a lot of fucking black men. So she can pull and cipher that energy from their black asses anytime in the spirit world. Now listen to what I'm saying. Y'all don't know about magic and work and shit like that. When she tied herself to these people, all these white bitches, all these Spanish bitches doing this shit, they can pull from that source. So they can move on to a white man and move on to a Mexican man, because they still pull from that black source. Don't get it wrong, don't get it twisted. And they had them black ass kids that they hold on to and pull from them too, on a regular, okay? It says, your inheritance or whatever they desire from you. So it says sooner or later, typically sooner, your enemy will show you who they are. After that kid or marriage, soul ties, your inheritance or whatever they desire from you on a soul level. The mission, steal your soul, body snatch you, and your children. It says the movie Get Out came to my mind. They need you, not the other way around. So society got you thinking that you need to flaunt a white bitch on your arm, or a white guy, or you need to flaunt this Hispanic hoes around. Whole time, it's wrong. It's programming. They make you think that they good, they high, because of, starting with this whole slavery thing with light skin is better. Light skin get more privileges. Light skin this, and that. It's something different. They reversed the shit and tricked y'all ass so that y'all could put the peasants on the fucking pedestal, and y'all got the kings and queens on the bottom. Y'all got this shit reversed. They're the peasants. They're the trash. If you was to, you'll see, as this vibration continues to rise, and as our ancestors continue to show themselves, you're gonna see how it's in their time, it would be a disgrace to see you with somebody of another race. They would think that they had a sickness or illness. They actually would call your ass crazy. They would say you have mental illness. They would lock your ass away and think something is wrong with your ass for you getting with something like that. Because they looking at it like you royalty, you the highest of the high. It's like you going to fucking sleep with a dog or a fucking skunk or something. Like, that's really what it's seen as in our bloodline. You have some kind of sickness. You got some kind of delusion. Your brain is fucked up for you to do that. And ain't nobody being mean. This is the truth. Okay? So it says, deep down, they are all racist. Subconsciously, all other races hate the true divine golden, aka black race. Okay? Everybody, all other races are fucking racist against black. Pay close enough attention and you'll hear them all slip with little racist ass shit that they be saying. They call it a joke. Okay? A white man or other race joke telling you how they truly feel and seeing how much they can get away with. Okay? It's basically called testing the water with these little racist ass jokes. You see black guys at work and the white guys say some racist ass shit, or another racist say some it's just a joke. Why the fuck is you even playing like that? That's them testing the water to see how far they can fucking go with you. Especially if you're in a relationship with their ass, they trying to see how far they can go. Okay? They want to be us, but do not want our struggle. So you'll see these other races. I'm bumping my music. Oh, I'm sagging my pants. You know, because they're trying to emulate what was shown on TV as us, which is not even the true us. They put on BT and all these channels that we these thugs and we these baby mamas, we these hoes, all this bullshit. So they dumbasses watch the fucking movies just like we do, but we can tell, we know what's fucking fake from real because we know what life we live and what we didn't. They ass don't know shit about us, so they learning us from a fucking movie. So then they go outside and be like, oh, I'm finna get my gun and sag my pants and bump my music and all that bullshit. But then when it comes to, okay, if you don't stop doing this bullshit, you finna lose your motherfucking inheritance. If you don't stop hanging out with so-and-so, I'm taking this and that way. They ass straighten up then. So they want to be us, but they don't want to have the struggle of not having anything, of suffering, of being shot down all the time, of all the racism that we experience. It's just, it look cool to put my head on backwards. It look cool to sag my pants. It look cool. I'm a freestyler. Yo, yo, yo. Shut the fuck up. Okay? So it says surgery to get the lips, body, etc. Okay? They do all that shit to try to look like us. Oh, I got big lips now. Oh, I got big hips now. Oh, I got a big butt now. Like I said earlier, that don't change your motherfucking DNA. So you just walking around like a big butt clown fucking fool. Because we see them all the time. They look crazy as hell with these big fake surgery butts, and they just look fucking ridiculous. It has nothing to do with us. You stay the fuck over there. Okay? So no Latino, no Latino women, you are not black. Okay? A couple of you may have a little shape, like how y'all be thinking, oh, I'm not flat like a white woman, I got made a little shape. But that just mean you just a little less mixed with the white. That's all that mean. Whatever the fuck they did to y'all, maybe instead of y'all having 2%, maybe y'all got 4% or something. I ain't saying of black, but of something else in y'all. But even then, like I said earlier in the video, that's rare. If it's like one or two of y'all that went to the gym, y'all think we not on to y'all motherfucking tricks? If y'all not doing surgeries, we know all about y'all having these little routines that y'all do. Oh, I'm gonna do this squat machine to get a butt, or I'm gonna do these donkey kicks. We already know all about these little routines and things that y'all doing to try to make y'all bodies and shapes look like ours regardless. So I don't care if y'all see a Puerto Rican girl or a Dominican girl like, oh, well, she got a body, this and that. Okay, anybody can build their own body. Anybody can pay for their own body. And just because you got one or two slip through the crack that you think look decent now in her youth, while she a damn 20-year-old or something, 21, that don't mean shit when them genetics, you know what I'm saying, how when the aging process start, when they start aging, then you holler back in about 10, 15 years, let us know how that body looking then, okay? Now, they get with our black men and do not teach nor warn their kids about racism. You know why? Because they do not know shit about it, because it's not their struggle. How the hell could a white woman come and tell, well, little Johnny, back in our day, we used to be walking down the street, they used to hem our asses up and throw us on the gates and throw us on the ground and throw dope on us. No, what the fuck? That's not your life. What would make you even think to sit Johnny down and talk some shit that you don't even know about? And then the shit you see on BT, they making fun of us, showing y'all dumbasses what they do to us, how they do put us in jail, how they do throw drugs on us, how they do separate us, but y'all dumbasses watching it for entertainment like, ha, look at that N-word. Whole time, these things are really happening. And a white woman, or even a Hispanic woman, y'all may try to say, oh yeah, black and brown together. We ain't fucking together. Y'all say that shit when y'all want to do a walk or want to do a movement, but y'all racist as fuck towards black people. And if it came down to y'all getting them motherfucking reparations like the Indian reservation and all that Mexican shit, y'all ass to grab that shit in a minute. Y'all say, fuck them black people. We was together. Y'all ain't fucking with us. Y'all just, that shit just sound good. Because if y'all with us, why the fuck y'all so racist towards us? While we walk through y'all neighborhoods, y'all looking funny and shit like we lost. I thought we was black and brown. Get the fuck out of here. We ain't together. Take y'all ass on. Before y'all found out about us being the golden race, the chosen race, having everything, owning everything, y'all ain't fuck with us. Y'all motherfuckers have said in a minute, we ain't black, we ain't Mexican, all that bullshit. Y'all stay with the separation shit. Y'all stay with the segregation shit, so stay the fuck over there. All y'all women, find y'all own motherfucking men. All y'all men, find your own women. Stay the fuck away from us. We ain't the same. We ain't got shit to do with each other. Let's stop lying. Let's stop playing. Even though, like I said, a couple of y'all or a few handful of y'all had a struggle, we talking about the motherfucking whole. And even if you did have a struggle, Hispanic woman, and we go in right now to get help, I bet they help your ass before they help me. Keep it pushing. Newsflash. Mixed kids are not black. I am so happy that I'm finally able to fucking make my own video because this shit just blows my fucking mind. Mixed kids are not black. They are fucking mixed, okay? You don't believe this Hebrew Israelite bullshit, okay? When they try to do this whole, you know, this lying about the race. DNA does not lie. Half mom, half dad. Half white, half black. Spirit of golden, spirit of enemy. Simple. No way around it, okay? So stop the shit. Oh, well, if your dad's black, what the fuck that mean? Y'all sound like fucking idiots. You got kids in 4th grade right now who can let you know that what happens with the sperm, what happens with the egg, okay? Better than me, they could probably teach the 4th graders. So all I'm trying to say is, I ain't never seen in the 4th grade class like, oh, well, if the daddy's, his is a little, his ain't shit fucking different. If you got a white mama and a black daddy, your ass is mixed. If you got a black mama and a white whatever, your ass is still mixed, okay? Ain't no way around it. So all this bullshit just so they can try to continue to fuck up the bloodline because of their lust, wanting to mess with these strange women and strange people. Like I said with the celebrities, if y'all following them, y'all fucking yourselves. Y'all probably gonna get trapped here. Y'all vibration's not gonna get higher, and y'all gonna be stuck in a fucking cycle of reincarnation, or worse, y'all gonna be trapped in a fucking place that's what y'all would call hell, and y'all gonna be fucking stuck there because y'all want to believe some dumbass shit like, oh, if it got a black daddy, it can have a white mama. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard my whole fucking life. Oh, you trying to tell me the motherfuckers is still 50-50. Go do a DNA test if y'all dumbass want to believe that dumb shit. It's half of the mama, half of the daddy. Ain't no motherfucking way around it. The only reason why they say a kid that's mixed has a better chance with a black mother is because, you know, the mother is the teacher. The mother is the one that's going to be that can teach them the culture, or, you know, if they have like a fucking parent, a white ass daddy or some shit, they have a better chance with a black mom because of that strength and her teaching them, because she understands the struggle. Just think about back in slavery days when the black women got raped and shit, and they had what these kids was called as mulattoes. That black mother had to nourish that white mixed child and had to protect them, you know, from the white people trying to kill them and shit if they wasn't passing. That strength and her being able to pass the culture along and hide that mixed kid amongst his black brothers and sisters, because remember, it was rape now, so they had full golden brothers and sisters, and they ass looked white, and them children protected that white looking kid and shit. So the mother, that strength is instilled in our DNA. Like I said, we come from reincarnation. We done this shit before, so the black moms know how to nourish and take care of that fucking mixed baby. But ain't no white bitch can't do that. How she ain't gonna know how to do that shit? Okay, so fuck that Hebrew shit. If your ass is mixed. Mixed people need their own, I'm not saying they need their own categories, I'm not trying to promote them, but what I'm trying to say is it's not fair, because a lot of mixed people, they are only black when it's convenient. Now, I do know you have mixed people who are black, who are, what's that called, identify with black because they have no choice. Most mixed people identify with black because their other races have shunned them out. Their white people have fucking been racist towards them. Their Hispanics have been racist towards them. They Asians, they Hawaiians. So yes, I'm not trying to say nothing about y'all. I understand why y'all would consider yourself as completely black, but that's because they racist ass push y'all the fuck away. But I'm talking about the ones that's in the middle, that you say you black when it benefits you, and then when it don't benefit you, okay, bitch, I'm white today. I'm talking about them. But the ones who's usually been shunned due to racism, they claim they black side 24/7. They don't never use their other side to try to get no perks, no benefits and shit, because they already kicked y'all ass out too. And that's usually the darker ones. That's just from the experience. So being mixed with the enemy weakens you and lowers your vibration. It makes it harder to ascend. That's why they are pushing this mixed race agenda. So that answers the question of why you see mixed everywhere on TV, on the commercials, on the cereal box, on the bus riding dying shit. They exercising, the white man and what black woman, because they're trying to weaken our race. The golden race is so strong, so powerful, our vibration is so high, they can't eliminate us from the planet. They need our vibration. If we all left, this motherfucker fucking burn, deteriorate, leave all at once. So they can't get rid of us, but they gotta weaken us, because as the ascension is happening and the ancestors are getting closer, we're getting too high in energy. So it's like, we can't get rid of them, but we need them here, but we need them to be a little, we need to turn them down a little bit. They too fucking high. So mixing these kids is that fucking turn down. It's like me having my radio in the car, or I'm driving 100 on the freeway, I'm jamming, is my radio loud? Okay, we need to bring that radio down to a motherfucking 50, or that speed limit down to a fucking 50 out of set of 100. It's just giving us too much. We don't want you gone because we need you to survive, but we need to bring you down a little bit. That's what the mixed shit's about. That's the fucking mixed agenda. We can't get rid of y'all. We just need to tone the shit down because y'all motherfucking y'all vibrate too goddamn high. That's the agenda for that. Golden race must be weakened for their survival. Us original beings vibrate way too high for them. Mixed babies, best of both worlds for our enemies. Okay? Because they're still higher in vibration than their white mama, Mexican mama, whatever, but not at a 10. An example, mix, it says as or less, but okay, so it says, for an example, like if we're at a 10, right, and if you're in a mix, you're like at a 5 or less. It says, but the golden race 5 or less, but the power is still triple compared to them. Okay, so what I was trying to say in that note was, okay, if the full melanin being, let's say we're at a 10, right, let's say this mixed kid is at a 5. That 5 that this mixed kid is at, vibration is still completely higher than these other races. Let's say their vibration is at a point, I don't know, fucking 0.3. That 5 is still higher than that 0.3. So they're not quite at that 10, but they're higher than what their enemies are still. Okay? So these enemies live off that mixed child's light and the parents, that they have mixed with. Because that parent, if they're, keeping their vibration high, find out who they are, doing what they got to do, that parent vibration is at like a 10, and then the child's at a 5. So they're living and fucking sucking the source off of that shit. Pretty much. So, experiments and body snatching. So babies stolen, aka adopted from Africa, used as experiments, and they are still in their blood. They're still in their blood from themselves, and they are harvesting their organs, and they're placing spells and curses on them. These children that they're getting from Africa, and other even from America, just black kids. It says the white man is not the hero or savior rescuing golden children from the motherland. They are taking them and making them home-born slaves. Okay, so like I said, all y'all, oh, that's so sweet, they adopted the child, they was homeless. Hell no, that's for their benefit. They're taking blood from them, they're taking energy from them, they're putting spells on them, and they're doing spiritual work on them for their survival. So ain't no fucking savior, oh, white man, he ain't saving you shit. He's saving his motherfucking ass. They don't do shit. Team just told me they don't do shit unless it has something to do with their survival and their living. They would never just do shit if it got to do for your survival and got shit to do with you. Everything they do is about their survival. Okay? So there's not one good. There ain't nobody fucking good. None of them ain't, all these other races, ain't none of their ass good. They're not doing shit for you. It benefits them if they're doing it. If you think you have a friend of another race, let it be so. And it says, doesn't nature, babe, can you get her? It says, doesn't nature itself teach you not to make kids with them? Don't nature itself show you that it just doesn't even make fucking sense? Like, why are you mating with something else? And I guess what they were trying to get at was, I'm not an animal person, my husband is, so I'm guessing what they're saying is, don't nature teach you. Let me ask you a question. In the jungle, is it, wherever the fuck animals come, wherever they live, is it common for a gorilla and a fucking lion to have a kid? I don't know.
No.
Is it common for a lion and a fucking tiger? Just everyday look, just
possible, but not common. No.
It's not every day something you just do. No. An elephant and whatever else is big, is that common?
No.
Giraffe and a zebra. Okay, so that's what they meant by nature. Nature itself teaches you that you stay with your own fucking kind. You got flies and fucking bees running around, and they stay with their own kind. Basically, fucking nature teaches you that. Even in the wild, that's what it says. It's like they telling me that it's coming in my notes. Even in the wild, we made with our own. Okay, what drives them? Okay. Question: what drives a man to marry or have sex with something out of his race? Okay, this is what they told me. They said lust is a reason. They said status. Okay, it's a slave-like mentality that you will feel good or better sleeping with master's bitch. It says, look, I made it, I can get a white or Hispanic woman now. Okay, so they're saying that because of the because of the program, because of the self-hate, because of the slavery mentality, that a guy is thinking, his ego, oh, I'm big now, I'm in the big league now, I got me a white bitch now, I got me a, but it's opposite, and you got tricked and you got fooled because you're fucking sleeping with a peasant. You're sleeping with a fucking dog, essentially, compared to what our royalty and our status is. They've tricked you. They've made a fool of you. They've made a mockery of you. You've disgraced your ancestors. You've disgraced yourself, because guess what? All y'all be talking about, oh, I don't want to talk about slavery, or slavery was back then. Ain't y'all over that? Your dumb ass shouldn't be over, because you was that motherfucking slave. Hello, reincarnation. You went through it, and I'm pretty sure it's probably in my notes. So you think you made it to the big leagues by sleeping with a freaking peasant, but it's in reverse. You look foolish. We're all laughing at you. I'm sorry, that was the ancestors speaking. They said they're all laughing at you. Sorry. Egos, they said, they said the ego sent you off. They said your ego played you. Okay? It says modern day coon turned your back on our sisters to go lay with those who raped, killed, and stole from you. That's right. We are our own ancestors. So while you was back in them days when they invaded us, getting killed, getting raped, getting hung, hating the fuck out of them, surprise, surprise, now you sleep with one of them. And you didn't let them into your inheritance by dying and leaving all the fucking shit for them. Hi, we're all laughing at you. Reincarnation, nothing new under the sun. House nigga, Uncle Tom, then and now. So if you were susceptible to wanting to be like this, and you're okay with it, oh, slavery was so long ago, we know what the fuck role you played back then, buddy. Thanks. So you had to be. They say you had to be able to make these choices without it being life or death. So they're saying it was different back then because a lot of these women was raped. Or they was told, if you don't have sex with us, we're going to kill your husband. And we're going to kill your other black kids and shit. That's called being forced. That's called being raped. But for y'all to just willingly want to go lay down with these motherfuckers, for y'all spirit to even remember, to your spirit to let you make a life with them. It's one thing if you got tricked and you slept with them or had a kid, but for your spirit to say, this is it. This is my legacy. This is where we're going to go far. Your ass probably was Uncle Tom or a willingly bedwench or some shit for you to be okay with this to be your legacy. Okay? So other reasons that drive men to marry the enemy is following the influence of the media, weak ass men, too intimidated by a strong black woman, weak due to rejection of black women. Y'all want the easy way, y'all want the weaker races, y'all feel like y'all have less problems because they are too scared to push you and motivate you like a strong sister will. Okay, so basically y'all don't want no bitch, y'all want a little bitch that's like, when you say something that don't make no fucking sense, they want you to just be like, okay, you know, you the master, you the head. That's the dumbest shit I ever fucking heard. A strong black woman, first of all, even though they say, okay, love yourself first, yeah, we do and all, but don't nobody come to our man more than our children. That's just the truth. A real strong black woman, your children's on your mind 24/7. So if you got this man making this dumbass fucking decision, the first thing you'll think is, my children gonna fall from this fucked up ass decision. My children gonna suffer from this. So you gonna open your mouth and you're gonna be like, nah, babe, I'm not saying you gotta fucking cuss them out and beat them up or nothing. You can just suggest, nah, babe, you know, that don't really sound right. That might mess up the future for the kids. You know, we gotta try to work on something different. See, that's why these camps and shit, they want a person who ain't gonna say shit. This nigga come and say, I'm finna spend $100,000 on this fucking, I don't know, this stupid ass resort I want to go to. And you sitting there thinking like, damn, you know, Megan has a recital next week and she got a plan for her summer trip, or we got a school trip coming up. If he spend that money, we ain't gonna be able to do the school trip. So instead of you being woman enough, like, that don't make no fucking sense. Don't we gotta send the kids on their trip for school? Don't we gotta pay for their music lessons? Like, you just sit there and bite your tongue because you feel like, oh, I gotta listen to him, or I'm too scared to say some shit. Because black men to say that, they don't want to be with a black woman because of the pushback, of the correction, of the question, of the fucking common sense, basically. Like, that's fucking stupid. That's just absolutely a dumbass idea. Oh, let's go to the casino tonight and blow $1,000. Nah, that ain't right. We got rent next month. We got rent next week. They don't want nobody that's gonna challenge them. So they're saying that guys who choose this lifestyle And even girls, same thing. A lot of girls, they've been cheated on a lot. They say, oh, all black men cheat. But whole time, y'all ain't doing shit but chasing after fucking dogs. Y'all going after the same type over and over again. I'm not talking about physical, but the same type. Oh, I want a street nigga that's fucking all these girls at once. Oh, I want a low life nigga. And then you want to say, oh, ain't no good black guys out there. No, you're just kind of picking all the fucking dogs. So then y'all think of, I'm gonna get a different guy, a different race, and that shit gonna be better. Stupid. And that's the same thing these men do. Oh, she pushed back too much. She's too strong-willed. I'm gonna give me a weak-ass bitch, basically. So you want the easy way. Basically. Nobody questioning you, and like I said, somebody you can pull that wool over their eyes, like little stupid shit. You know, you come in the middle of the night, and they ask you where the fuck you been, and you can tell them some goofy-ass shit. A black girl, like, I need proof, I need receipts, let me see the gas miles, let me check. You want somebody you can pull the eyes over, wool over. You want to tell her, you get off work at 5 p.m., you coming at 3 a.m., oh, I've been working. Oh, what happened? Oh, you know, we just had some new type of shift, some type of training. Oh, okay, baby, go ahead, good night. Some dumbass shit. We want to go to the job. Take me to the job then so I can talk to the manager about why the hell he kept you at work that long. Stupid shit, okay? So, you fooled also by this mixed kids look better bullshit. No, they look like what they are, unnatural experiments. No hurt, no shade. Like I said, my husband's mixed, but I'm not going to hold back and not tell the truth of what our ancestors have given me to give just because it's mixed. So all this lying in the media, mixed kids look better. Nope, they look like unnatural experiments. Because just think about it. If you when they try to do that liger shit, that lion and tiger shit, they look like unnatural experiments. It was something that we had never seen before, so it looked new to us. It looked interesting to us because we had never experienced. That's exactly what they look like, unnatural experiments. So they getting fooled by this because they hate themselves. A lot of these guys and women, oh, I was called dark skin. I hate my dark skin because the media lied to you. So you want these light skinned babies with the so-called colorful eyes and curly hair. Experiments. They lied to you. Self-hate. Nigga, you hate yourself. Okay? If you made it out the hood and instead of taking Keisha, Shaniqua, or Toya, you took Becky, Maria, or Yang Lin, your ass hate yourself. Because how could you watch your mother struggle, your father struggle, whoever struggle, and go through so much shit and so much opposition living in the hood in a bad situation, and you finally get money, you can get out, and instead of getting her out, that high school girlfriend or that college girlfriend or whoever it is, instead of getting them out the hood, you fucking leave them there, and you go get a bitch whose life is already great, or at least it's better than Shaniqua's or Toya's or Tamika's or Keisha's, and you're a fucking sellout. Basically, you fucking hate yourself. You hate your mom. You hate your black mom if you could do some goofy ass shit like that, okay? So, basically, I got on here, so that black vagina was good enough for you, nigga, right? Your whole life. And they was the girls, Keisha, Becky, Toy, they was so ride or die for you, holding on to your bum ass to get right. And then once she fixed you, you betray her to go lay with your weak ass enemy. So what I'm saying is, back in the hood, back growing up, oh, Keisha, Tiffany, Toya, Shaniqua, Sherelle, whatever, we was all good enough, you know what I'm saying, to sleep with us, to have your back, to ride or die for you, to get you out of jail, to laugh at you, all kind of shit. But as soon as these niggas get on, they fucking forget them, leave them where they at, and go flaunt around this fucking enemy in the media. You should be embarrassed. You should be embarrassed, sir. You should be embarrassed, ma'am, walking around with your master. So y'all see it as I'm walking around with this luxury, this I'm not into cars, but if y'all call it a Beam or Benz, whatever, you're walking around with fucking trash. You're fucking master. Remember, reincarnation. So the same motherfucker that enslaved you back then, more than likely, you're fucking sitting in the house with your master or your master's daughter, and you giving them all your wealth and everything. You should be embarrassed. The ancestors are embarrassed of you. We're laughing at you. You're not hurting us. You should be embarrassed. Okay? Neglected. You have neglected your bloodline. You have, through your mission, you will be judged with your enemies. So these enemies that you chose to go back and help after what they done to our people, your ass gonna be judged with them. You failed your mission, your earthly mission, what you came here to do, you failed. If you're in that situation now, you better fucking find a way to fix it, reverse it, get the fuck out, fix your spirit. You failed. Yes, some of us are mixed by rapes, no choice, bloodline tainted, but everything will be back in the correct order. So now y'all know the ones that happened because of rape and different things like that. Because I know even though with me being melanin, You know, generations back, I have family members, you know, that clearly you can see that there was some rape and things like that in there. Generations back, like I said, some of my great-greats and shit like that. And that's what they're saying, that everything will be restored, everything will be corrected, because that's not by choice, obviously. So if your parents fucked up, I'm not talking to you. So for those who are like, well, you know, well, she has mixed friends or she has a mixed husband. My husband, it's not his fault for his father failing his fucking mission. His father getting with the Hispanic woman has nothing to do with him. He wasn't born yet. He was a baby. Obviously, it has nothing to do when he became a baby. So my husband's dad, like I said, fucked up, but it's not his fault, because my husband chose to go back to the golden true bloodline. The reason my husband and I are together in the first place is because we're twin flames. And, you know, for those who knows about twin flames are together, or to be together in every lifetime. They have a different specific mission, so go look up twin flames. So basically, the plan started from back then to fuck up the bloodline. His father failed his mission, fucked up the bloodline. Bringing this mixed child here, my husband, was another tool for us to not to get together. But by us being twin flames, we got the mission on a soul level, on a spiritual level. We got the mission that the blood was tainted. We got the mission that, you know, his bloodline, that fucked up, you know, obviously him being mixed and shit like that. But my husband chose to go back to the golden true bloodline, even before me and him came together in this physical. Him always clinging to the black culture, him being shunned and kicked out into the black culture because he was mixed, and him always choosing to date and be with black, you know, golden women was his choice and his loyalty to come back to the golden side. So if you're mixed and you choose to go to the weaker race, then you have chosen your enemy. So like how him being mixed, if he chose to go to the weaker race, if he chose to marry into Puerto Rican and have kids with them, he chose his enemy. His vibration is lower, his kids' vibration is lower, and he's fucked up. He's sleeping with the enemy. But him trying to come back to the golden race, my vibration is already high. Like I said, his vibration is higher than his other race. Our children's vibration is higher, up there with me, because how they say you can white out a race, how you can take the black out, we're taking what he is out. Our children will marry into the golden race, and then that shit will be completely gone. So he's fixing and correcting a mistake, a curse that his father put on his bloodline. He's correcting that mistake spiritually and physically. Okay, so I wanted to say this because a lot of mixed kids are like, where do we lie in at? Where do we go in at? Come back to golden. If it's a spiritual, you get it back with you give them your twin flame or your soulmate. They're going to accept you because they're going to understand on a soul level that your parent was tricked, your parent was deceived to fail to throw your mission to mess you up, to keep you stuck here. And that person will accept you. That melanated person will accept this half mixed person so that y'all can correct the bloodline, break the generational curses. Like a mulatto from somebody getting raped back in slavery, y'all can fix the shit, but you got to come back into the golden race, to the black race. Because everybody's like, where do I fit in at? I'm mixed. You better choose the right side. Because if you go back into your other side, your white side, your Asian side, your Hispanic side, you fucked up. You with the enemy. You have nothing to do with us. Okay? So in the end, you'll gain nothing from selling your soul, giving offerings, and sacrificing to your enemy. Okay? So that's basically what you're doing. So if you choose to go back unto, you know, the enemy side, knowing the knowledge you know now, knowledge is everywhere, then basically all you're doing is you're selling your soul, you're gaining nothing, and you're giving offerings and sacrifices to your enemy. Okay? Those children that are mixed will be raised confused, unconfident, unnatural children who will feel they do not fit in or do not belong, and the golden race is the dominant. Come back home. They'll always accept their own. You don't ever really experience racism from black people to these mixed kids, but it's the other way around. So you have these black kids that are stuck in these foreign cultures when they're raised by like these Asian people, Hispanic, whatever. It's all wrong. It's not good. Okay? And that's why a lot of them have depression, suicide, and identity issues, etc. So I'm gonna insert this it's like an old video that I did back when we were a part of the Hebrew Israelite religion. We're no longer in any religion. We don't believe in no Jesus. We don't believe in no Yeshua, none of that shit. You know, we believe in ourselves. We know that our people are gods and goddesses, and we know that your higher self, that's your source, that's who you're speaking to, who's lived this life, who's passed this life, who's done this life, who's passed this test, giving you the messages, okay? So the Hebrew Israelite religion is set in place to put you into bondage. They're working for the oppressor. They're working for the man. They keep you in oppression. Never trust a black face just because it's black with a smile. Most Hebrew Israelite camps promote the weakening of your bloodline. They're lying about that lion-ass chart. They're feeding their lust. They're sacrificing to the enemy to keep your power low by locking you in with the oppressor, and they're basically sellouts. So look into the mirror. Do Asians today look like you? Hawaiians, Mexicans, Latinos, or each other? So basically, if we look in the mirror right now, do Hawaiians and Mexicans look alike? Puerto Ricans and Mexicans and Hawaiians, Asians, etc. Do they all feel like they look more like each other? They look more like us, okay? So if they had to fall in, like I said, with white or black in the end, where do they all go? DNA does not lie. The white man is their daddy, okay? Christians, they're okay with mixed marriages, so they're also a part of the agenda. We're not in any religion. We don't believe in Christians, Hebrew Israelite. All the motherfuckers is the enemy. All the religions are the enemy. All of them are vibrational. All of them are going to be stuck. All of them are enemies against our ancestors. And as our family comes back to make things right, their ass is going to all be destroyed with them, because they're all pushing this fucked up shit to lower our vibrations. So how can who love those who made us, how can you say they people that love us and they made us to be gator bait and shit like that? Those are the same people that you're laying with right now that was probably killing your babies back then because of reincarnation. It's the same people. Okay? So I'm going to show a little bit about that. I have an older video that I have that talks more about that. The interracial marriage and sleeping with your enemies. And the Hebrew Israelite deception. And also the Intel real life testimony on mixed child. So I'm not just talking shit. You'll see yourself, okay? So before I go, I wanted to say that while I was preparing these notes and getting the message from the ancestors, spirit team, I pulled 5 tarot cards. The card was the Sun, the first one. The second was a Chariot. The third was the Page of Pentacles. The fourth was 8 of Cups, and the fifth was King of Swords. So basically, the first card says, with sunshine comes new life. So what the team is telling me is that for those of you who fucked up and basically put these curses, further these curses on our generation, our bloodline, they said there's sunshine, there comes new life. So what they're trying to say is, by you still being alive, and if you still have your spirit and you have not been body snatched yet, that you do have a chance to reverse this shit, to get out of this situation, to raise your vibration, to separate from that person and begin having new life, seeking yourself, going within, meditation, finding out who you truly are. And I'm talking about before you came to earth. There's so many different worlds, so many different dimensions. Some of you have, kingship status, godship status. Go within, and once you tap into who you are, you ain't gonna want that trash. Your ass is gonna run away. So there is sunshine. There comes new life. So that they're basically saying that you don't have to stay stuck like this. Selling your soul by being with these people, you can reverse that, you can get it back, and you can have new life. Now, the second card is the Chariot. It represents being ready for battle. It said it's not easy, but you will win. Fight for yourself. So obviously, you're going to be in a battle, getting away from these people that are in these other races. And even if you're a mixed kid, how they were saying, you're going to always be battling against yourself, because you got the unnatural spirit and you got the natural spirit. You got the low vibration battling with the high vibration. So it won't be easy, but you will win the fight as long as you fight for yourself. You go within and you really dig within to protect and fight for yourself. Next card is the Page of Pentacles. Is representing your focus, your drive, your determination, your venture, your forward focus and commit. So again, you're going to have a lot of opposition against you if you're getting out of one of these relationships or situations. If you're already a mixed kid, you're going to have that. So you got to be focused. You got to have drive and determination. You have to really commit to whatever you're trying to do. The main thing is to go focus and to move forward and to fix, what has been done, to undo what has been done by going forth. And you break the generational curse on the bloodline, and you bring the golden race back in, which will also strengthen your vibration, because as you have these golden children, the whole household is going to vibrate higher and higher and higher. Like how in our household, with my vibration, our children's vibration, my husband keeping his own vibration high, fighting extra hard because of the mixture, it's also going to do the entire thing for the family. And as we continue on, and our children have children and golden children continue on, it'll raise the vibration, break the curses, and it'll fix what needs to be done. Number 4 is 8 of Cups. So it's saying step away. I know it's tough, but whatever you've been pouring your love into, you need to step away. So this is symbolic for, again, those that are in these situations. Step the fuck away, because this is body snatching season. I have a video. I know a lot of people, maybe you didn't watch it because it talks about homosexuality, but that video is very important for everybody to watch because it talks about how it's body snatching season. So these people, these entities, they're entities. These are just vessels. They are not playing with you. They are trying to take over your vessel like the movie Get Out. They're trying to take over your soul. So you're sitting there thinking, oh, I'm so sad. I got to divorce Johnny, or I got to divorce Becky. Fuck them. Because as this shift is happening, these entities from these different planets, they are taking over your vessels. They are taking over who you are. Like, they will fucking body snatch your ass like this. They already been working on you, okay? So I know it may be hard. I know it may be tough, but let their ass go. That's what 8 of Cups is saying. Step away from their ass. I know it's tough. I know whatever you've been pouring your love into, you need to step away before it's too late. Because if you can completely body snatch, you have no chance. Your ass is going to be stuck in a cycle of reincarnation, being somebody's bitch and slave. You do not want that. That's what you call hell. That's what your hell is, according to your Bible. And for those who still believe in the Bible and all that shit, we're in Revelation. For y'all understanding 6-7, this shit's about to blow all the way up. So you better move around and get your ass out, for you stuck forever. Number 5 is King of Swords. The king is truly intelligent, deeply concerned with truth, ethics, and honesty, authority, wise, role model, knowledge, solving problems, problem solving skills. So what they're saying is, right now, don't be worried about no feelings in regards to how somebody gonna feel, how they gonna feel, are they gonna think I'm racist, how they gonna feel if I said that. This season, you need to be wise. You need to be willing to get knowledge, information. You need to have that authority and that strength, and that authority, that power. You need to go into your meditation, your alone time, your breathing time with authority. Give me these answers. Are these answers true? Are these other races the enemies? Are these other races, the trying to body snatch me? Does it weaken my spirit being a mixed child? Does it weaken my spirit creating mixed children? Am I putting a curse on my bloodline by doing these things? Demand, use that kingship, go on that authority, and actually use that power to get the answers that you need while you're in meditation, your quiet time. Turn your phone off. Do all the things that you need to do to get this information that you need to get, okay? Use that authority, use that kingship. Don't be afraid, don't be fearful, and then even with you getting yourself out of this process and going forward, be more focused on the intellect of what I'm telling you. Go into DNA. Do your studying, do your science, see the things that I'm telling you is true. There are people who have pages that talk about DNA and RNA and who we are and our ancestors and things like that. The information my husband and I get, we get it from within. We get it from our meditations. Our spirit team speaks to us audibly. That's where we get our information from. But there are a couple other people who get messages that are pretty similar to ours. So do your research, do your reading. But the main thing is, everything is within. It's not going to be on YouTube. It's not going to be on somebody specific. Nobody teaching you. There's no church. There's nobody standing up at a pulpit. You go into your meditations. You deeply go within. You let it flow like a river. And all the questions you ask will be revealed to you over time in its right timing. You can write questions down on a piece of paper, and you can ask for these answers to be revealed to you. And let you internally let these answers come to you. No YouTube ain't gonna teach you. Nobody else ain't gonna teach you. All your answers lie within. Okay, so use that kingship. Dig deep for that intellect. Be deeply concerned with the truth. Be deeply concerned with the honesty and the authority wise, the knowledge, and be willing to solve problems and have problem solving. And I say that because once you go deep within and you get the answers that you're just, not so much that you're desiring, but that are the truth, whether you like them or not, then you have to be in that position of, what am I going to do now power wise? Problem solving wise, excuse me. Now that I have the answers, I don't just be a person who beg for answers and don't do shit. Now it's time for you to make the change now that you have the answers. Now that you have the answers, you make the change to get out of these situations. Again, being in religions is selling your soul. You're selling your soul to the matrix. Being any religion, any kind of worship, because you're putting that into something other than yourself. Worship yourself, put everything into yourself, build yourself, build your vibration, go higher. Anything you're taking outside and giving it to somebody else, you're lowering your vibration, you're weakening yourself. And like I said, watch the movie The Matrix, because you're putting yourself into the matrix when you're selling your soul. So when you're going into these religions, you're going outside of yourself, and you're not depending and trusting upon yourself. You're giving your power to somebody else, which means you're weakening yourself, lowering yourself. And I'm being told to tell you, if you selling your soul is basically saying in the matrix, like how they were tied up to those machines and those devices, and basically just being used for their energy to keep this program running. That's basically what you're doing when you ignore information. Instead of you trying to take the information that you got and utilize it and go further, you're basically saying, nope, I want to stay asleep, I want to stay a puppet, I want to stay a slave, I want to stay a life source. Like your ass is on fucking life support, and people are taking your life source. But it's your decision. Our videos are for those who want to vibrate higher, who want to ascend, who want to get out of this, because Earth is what you guys essentially call hell. I'm sorry, the underworld. Thanks for correcting me. Earth is the underworld. So go look into the underworld. Go figure out what the underworld is. And if you want to get out and you want to go higher and you want to vibrate higher and go further, you have to do the work. We all have to do the work. So you have information, you have the answers. It's up for you to do the work, whether you want to stay here. And I know people are like, oh, reincarnation isn't so bad. Yes, it is. Because if you reincarnate on a low vibration frequency and, you know, you didn't learn anything, because Earth is a school, you're going to come back in a worse situation than what you did. You're going to be worse than what you were well off. And eventually, every time you reincarnate back, you lose a piece of your soul. You lose a piece of who you are. You lose more of that remembrance. And eventually, you're going to come back and just be a fucking robot and a slave that can't do shit. So the time is at the fucking finish line. Take the information. It's not being racist. We are the golden race. We are the original. We are the ones. Do what you need to do. Get out of those situations. Raise your vibration. The time is coming. Look around. Look at all the signs. You can see that this is coming to an end. Choose the right side. Be on the right side. Stop making these mixed babies. Stop interacting with these people on those type of levels. Look at nature. Nature is guiding you. We are not supposed to be doing that in nature. We stick to our own. We stick to our kind. They're only trying to lower your vibration by doing these things so that they're running out of time. Their takeover is over. We're up next and forever, because it's going back to the way that it originally was. Our world, none of them were here. None of them were on our planet, or any of our planets for that matter. Wise up. Do what you got to do. Peace. Shalom. Assalamu alaikum. Aloha. Do your thing. Take the message. If it resides with you, great. If it don't, keep pushing. Don't waste your time saying nonsense to me, because I'm not going to hear it anyways. And on that note, I'm out. Stay black. I'm just playing. Stay golden.